Hey everybody, hope all is well tonight. Yeah, so Karen and I were trying to connect earlier, but we was having difficulties. We was gonna do it through Instagram, and we was having a little difficulties to connect. So we're gonna probably do something later on in the week, hopefully. And then we were trying to get on TikTok, but I don't think I can go live on TikTok. So anyway, we're gonna adjust that. But I did want to come on here and talk about continue the conversation that we were speaking of last night, part two, in regarding business 2024. So, I want to kind of go over a couple of things that was said in the news this week. And so she and I get ready to connect. We'll be able to connect. So also tomorrow, we're going to invite Tisha. She's going to come in tomorrow evening around 4, after 4 or 5. I think no 5:30 cuz it'll be 4 her time, 4:30 her time. It'll be 5:30 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, and we are going to have Pamela Reeves. We're going to talk at 7 o'clock. That's going to be shortly after. But what we're going to do, we're going to talk about commercial, real estate, brick and mortar businesses. So we're going to talk about that a little bit, what she knows about it, because she's been doing this she retired from commercial property. She used to work, handle a lot of brick and mortar real estate, and she knows it ins and outs. She knows the contract laws and all that good stuff. She know how to do contract. So I want contracts, and so I want you to look out for that and be able to navigate through that. So tonight we want to talk about a little bit. I know that you guys have been hearing in the news the concern that Taraji Henson had in regarding not getting paid enough, not getting paid her worth, and not getting paid to help her with her team and things, not getting paid enough, and then not having enough money after she pay everybody that help her make what she has to happen, make it happen. So there's a few things that I think that I need to, maybe some of you are not talking about it, and maybe some of you don't know about this, and just maybe hadn't thought about it. I mean, not saying, well, take that back. You do know about it probably, but you just hadn't taken the time to kind of talk about it on a standpoint of, well, why did that happen? Why is this way? And I always talk extensively about this, and that's because maybe, just maybe, she would have been better off in knowing exactly, counting the costs, and knowing that where that break even come in her business, even with what she does, if she had written a business plan, if she had written a plan that would help her navigate herself through all of this, knowing how much she got to pay employees, knowing everything it is to know about what she's doing and how she's going to come out on top in the end. A business plan would have told her that. A business plan would have given her that information. I bet you that. Whether she did it or not, but just sitting down, and I'm thinking that she just didn't have a good team around her. So that's what happened with that. And the reason why I say that, because you got so many costs, and like she said, Taraji P. Henson said, you have so many costs that's associated. Y'all think that if they said she got a movie deal for $10 million, half of that is going to, well, a third, at least 35% of that is going to go into taxes. And yes, after everything else is being taxed, probably come out to about 50%. But there's a way she could save from that, being that at least that being that substantial amount. So if y'all got any of you got any questions, or you want to leave a comment, please, or ask any questions. We're open tonight. And like I said, Karen Chambers, I'm gonna send her an invite anyway. She probably got some other stuff going on. We were gonna get on live, but we could never get on live. I just told her we'll connect possibly tomorrow. I don't know if she would have time tomorrow. I got a few. I'm going to invite a few guests. Let me see here. Can I get just send her the link. She may not come on though, but just in case, ain't nothing wrong with a failure, but a try, right? And that's another thing. Y'all gotta stop being so afraid to um to be an advocate for yourself. Yeah. But I'm gonna break this down a little bit and talk about some things with business because I think yeah, okay. Let me hear. Because I think in 2024, I really do. I really do feel like, let me do this here. Sorry about that, people. I really do feel like if you are better prepared in 2024, because I mean, y'all, the opportunities that you will have to do something different is wow, it's mind blowing. And let me see. Tell let me share something with you. You got some businesses that you can start next year that, or even now, but we're just gonna say next year that are low cost, and it's probably a good, if you got the skill set to do it, it'll probably be a very lucrative thing for you to have. Let's say for instance, I'm gonna give you okay. uh, I'm gonna give you a few of them, and I want you to really give it some thought. Give it some thought, and then you can DM me if just comment in the if you want some if you want the full list that I am composing with businesses that you can start with little or no money down. Please comment in the start. I mean, comment in the start. Comment and comment below, or either comment in the DM me. Just DM me the word um 20 biz 2024, biz 2024, and I will send you the link where you can get a copy of the ebook that I'm speaking of. That's going to give you a list of a full blown list of businesses you can start with little or no okay, yeah, little to no cost to you, and it can make your 2024 a better place to be. So before, let me give you a few of them, but then too, definitely going to talk about everything you need to know in getting started with a business. But first, let me give you a few of the businesses that you can start with little to no money down. Okay, because everything we're gonna be talking about for the next, at least for the next week, we're gonna be talking about things that you can do and in order to be above the rim in 2024, because there'll be no excuses. Okay, there's some jobs like car wash, a portable car wash for office buildings and homes, and like people. I remember years ago this guy used to come around to the office, and he would wash all of our cars, and he had a van, he had his water, he had all of the things that he needed, and he really, that was a full-blown business for him. He was doing it for years and years. I kind of lost contact with him after I left the company. So I don't know what he has going on now, but I mean he was doing that back in the early 2000s. So that's nothing new, but it's still as one of the top ones of the other top businesses to start. And then also a cleaning services for businesses or either homes. And if you're in an area where they're having a lot of new development, you can maybe be someone that keep the properties clean. Check with real estate agents and see whether they need any maybe old properties cleaned or anything like that. And then also being a blog writer, having a bookkeeping services, developing an app is something that can require you to little or no money down. Lawn care and gardening, being a personal shopper, being a personal trainer. And this time coming up, because the first of the year, everybody wants to get in shape. Personal trainer is going to be definitely a very lucrative business to have because of this, everything I'm saying here tonight. Oh, okay. And let's see. Y'all excuse me for yawning. It's getting a little late for me, but I still want to come in and talk to you guys about it, about some of these things here. And then also another one, being a writer, being a copywriter, being a, maybe a freelance writer. Some of you maybe was in school, that was good with English, or good with writing. That's a business that's needed. You will definitely do well if you go out here and reach some of these folks that have businesses and need help with marketing and need help with writing copy. You can make a killing. You can make money while you sleep. You really can, because there are a lot of people that need this information. They need it. Now, another business would be an event planner, getting an Etsy online business. Proofreading, editing. Everybody is into their books and love their books. You can be that editor for them. You can set up your website, set up shop, and be an editor. That's one of the things you can do too. Deliver or prepare meals for restaurants and our clients. And I know that we have the Uber Eats, and we have other things like that, but everybody don't want that kind of service. So the door is kind of like wide open for you. Being a photographer at weddings and special events, workshops, seminars. The first of the year, there's going to be a lot of that going on. If you were somebody that really was into photography, and even though I know a lot of people that have they've self-taught themselves photography, and they do excellent work. So, it's not like you got to go to school and get a degree for it. Being a professional organizer, somebody that's maybe, if you're listening to me, or somebody with some of these skill sets, I definitely know somebody out here is listening to me, know somebody that's a professional organizer in any of these I mentioned. But I'm just talking about this one right now, being a professional organizer, remodeling, and then being writing resumes and documents. These are all low cost businesses, and these every last one of them I'm mentioning to you, somebody need them. Someone need the services. And remember, I said a lot of you have skill sets that you could just make into businesses. You really can. So listen at me now. Being a, like I said, I did mention personal shopper, being a social media marketer. Know if you're good at this, some of these things, whatever you're good at. And if you want the entire list that I'm talking about, to learn more about what businesses at low cost that you can start, just comment below, or either DM me biz 2024, and I will give you the link for the book once I finish it. I'll probably have it ready by in the morning, because I don't have to do it tonight. So, but if you're listening at this video later, we're at December the 27th, um 2023. So if you send it to me later, I'll definitely have this. You can be able to get this book whenever you want to. Oh, and also another thing is podcasts. I'm not gonna give you too many more of them, but there are I have a lot of them on the list that you can do. And then what I also do is possibly have some links to maybe some more information to help you to just get the basics of these particular businesses that I'm mentioning to you. I'll do that for you as well. So that would be my gift to you, okay? Because I want you to win out here in 2024. It's going to be something free for you, but just don't sit on the information. Take it and figure out which one of those that you possibly can do. And then if you need my help, you just keep on following me, and we're going to definitely talk more about how to make any of these things happen. It doesn't have to be your particular one, but if you want me to help you one-on-one, then that's a total difference. That's when you're coming into my fee paid world then. But generically, I can tell you what you need to do in order to be able to start any of those, businesses, okay? And then also Yeah, and then also we're going to talk about how you are going to make that happen. Let me see. Let me get back to what I was saying to you about, just talking about business 101, how to basically start a business. And then remember, I was talking about Taraji P. Henson when she was talking about, she's not getting paid enough in Hollywood and this, that, and the other. Had she not, like I told you before, had she done a business plan of what you can do a business plan of anything that you have going on. Like with her, she could have a business plan of how she's going to take this particular job or acting job and her team, and what's going to be the operating expenses, what's going to be the whole nine for her. Then she would have been able to kind of get a bird's eye view of what's really going on in this particular project, this particular business, and how she's going to benefit from it, and what she's going to make and what she's not going to, going to make. At that break even point, it would have told her everything. I put everything I do with my profession on that. It would have told her everything, almost everything anyway, the majority of it. And then she would have been more conscious of what she was going to have in her pocket and make the decisions from there. See, a lot of times we make the decisions on the back end when we should be making this decisions on the front end, meaning, write the vision and make it plain, and counting the costs, counting all the costs of everything we are deciding to do. Let's do this more in 2024, okay, everybody? Let's do this more in 2024, and then you'll see the difference it'll make in your world. I'm telling you, it'll make a difference in your world. It really would. Now, some of the things that I want to advise you on, and I want you to be able to, because it's about three things that I want you to be able to do in 2023, 2024, about 2023. We almost up out of here in 2023. So, three things that I definitely want you to do. I want you to be able to build your business credit up with your business. I want you to be able to be, I want you to be able to grow each month, grow your business, a percentage or two or three or four, and increase it, and then get more visible by being strategic on who you're going to target. Now, you're not going to target just random people. I want you to be more, marketing specific as as the year come in, or if you're in business, and if you're going to start a business. All these things I would definitely want you to do, and I want you to be able to build your business credit up, getting that together. And then also, if you have issues with your personal credit, make sure that you're dealing and working with that too, because that little ugly monster can show its head when you least expect it. That little ugly monster can show its head in your world of growing your business, and you don't want it to do that. It can affect you in a negative way, and you don't want it to do that. Okay. And then also making sure that you are, making sure that you got everything, you got your plan together. You know what you're going to do, when you're going to do it. You know how your business is going to grow. You know how the growth is happening. And then you're going to do um, money making, strategies and money making activities to help your business continue to grow. And you're going to stay on the pulse of that, okay, in 2024. But let me give you some information that I feel like it's definitely going to be needed for you and out here in the business world. You're going to have to determine, first of all, you're going to have to keep separate business records. Keep your business records separately. And then also, while we're here with the business records and the keeping and the opening up the bank account and all those kind of things, make sure, don't forget any of this, but definitely make sure that you have different accounts. You have one for your IRS. What you have to pay for is your taxes. If you have an employees, your payroll taxes. But any money come in your business, to automatically take out 35% of that and have it in a separate tax account. You can get it, you can name it. Like if you have a basic business account open, get a separate account for that. If you have, Get a separate account for your inventory. It'll help you have more control in it. You can see where, you know, where your money is going in your business. Also, you can have an account. Yeah, let's say if you open up one bank account at a bank for your business account, you can open up multiple accounts. Just let them know that you want to open up a few more accounts, but you want to use them for specific things. You don't have to do them all the same day, but I'm just saying, make sure that you do that, and that'll help you to have different, different accounts. And then also have one with anytime money is coming in, and you can always have another account, at least about 4 or 5 accounts. Have one where all of your monthly expenses or your expenses for the business is coming out that account. And then I talk to you later about how how you distribute those funds once they come into your business, and it's going to help you. So that way, if you have a team that is helping you by you having a different account for your employees doing your payroll, when it comes down to your taxes, everything will be a breeze for you, because you would have done this what I told you to do, um, you know, when you're starting out in business. So, and then also knowing a little bit about these financial statements that your business is required to have, and it's good for you to have them because you will know what's going on in your business. You don't have any no metrics, you wouldn't understand anything about growing your business because you don't have any data to work on. If you don't have the data to work with, you don't have the data to help you to help you get to the next phase of your business. You don't have the data. You just out here winging it. You won't be successful in that. It's not going to benefit you to just be all over the place, and it's not going to benefit you not having a game plan to day by day just focus in your business, and day by day help it grow, day by day learn how you can market and reach more people so people can know your business exists. Day by day you are going to have to make some changes, and you're going to have to be aggressive, and you're going to have to just do things a little bit differently than you are doing them now. And if you want to stay in business, you cannot neglect your baby. Don't leave your baby in somebody else's hand. If you so choose to hire a manager or hire someone, you better know what's going on in your business at all times. You better know. No, don't leave that to chance for somebody else to have. Now in business too, I want to talk to you, share with you a couple of ways of methods of accounting, and there sometimes they can be confusing to people. There's the cash basis, and there's the accrued method. Now, what the cash basis is, you recognize the income and the money when you receive it. For instance, if somebody's coming in, and then if you got a bill, if you have a if you have a somebody's coming in and they're purchasing and giving you money right then, that is the cash base basis method. Now, with the accrual method, it is if you sell a product and the customer don't pay you until 30 days later, it is recorded in the book of the day of the sale, and that's what they call the accrual method. And then when the money comes into your account, and when the person pays the account, then it becomes your accounts receivable returns into cash. So you got to know a little bit about counting for the basics in order to be able to stay up on top of that. But that's pretty much it in a nutshell for those two. That's pretty much it. Now, and then also having good bank records, like I said, having your business records, and having and then we're going to talk about a little bit about insurance a little bit too, because I definitely want you to know what insurance will probably be better, what you need to know when you are out here looking for insurance, business insurance I'm speaking of. That's very important because you don't want to get sued. Everybody think that the LLC is protecting them. Your LLC is not protecting you in ways that you think it is, because you don't have all of the requirements to be able to have an LLC. You haven't done some of the things that is requested of you. So, with that being said, you you make sure that your general liability, and I guess most companies have specific things that they cover. They cover general things in your business. Some of them can cover products. Some of them can cover your operations. It can cover that. Somebody may feel like that they had a loss because of your company. Your business insurance can cover that. Personal injury, advertisement injury, all sorts of things. And each bank, or not bank, each insurance company have, the different, yeah, I'm sure that you can get your, you know, your premium. I'm sure your premium benefits, I'm sure you can increase them. But for the basics here, it will be, this is kind of like $1 million policy. So it would be very advantageous. And then also medical payments, and then it's damage to premises rented to you. Anything that is being, that may be something else that you may want to talk about with a commercial landlord, in case someone, in case you're interested in knowing more about that. Now, okay. And each occurrence limit. Now, you may have some occurrences in your business that is protected, but you have to read the policy to see exactly what are they speaking of. And knowing, you got to read, people. Reading is fundamental, and it's definitely necessary when you are out here starting a business and going into business with anybody. You have to know what you're doing. Okay. So, yeah. So, with that being said, let's go. We're going to continue on, because I think that there are a few more things that you definitely need to know. Now, yeah, I do have a few more. Now, once you are in out here in the trenches of developing your business, you need to make sure that you got a secure name. You got a name that is kind of like hard to use, and because it's kind of unique to you. So sometimes you can do that and get away with it, and sometimes you can't. So, yeah. So anyway, knowing and having the definition and the description of your products and services that you have to offer, lay it out on the line. That way it won't be no confusing, and that way you can charge your worth. That's what I say too. Don't let nobody talk you down on your prices, because you will have taken the correct way of doing it. Right? Yeah. Okay. Now, find out, and just do know this is where will you have your products going, or specifying what kind of, you know what will you have, ways and places of your products or services when you've purchased them. Now, um, knowing and having your demand and your sustainability based on the target customers of that market. Knowing your research. You have to do research. Unless you're going to pay somebody to do it for you, you have to do it. And I recommend you doing it yourself. That way you will know a little bit more about this business that you want to happen, more so than anyone else. And then also, we already talked about that, pricing your services, pricing your business, pricing your, you know, pricing everything, so where you can come up with a charge for every particular item that you sell. That way you will be able to charge to charge a fair fee is what I'm saying. All right. Okay. Different in the in a lot of these different businesses, you have franchise businesses, you have home-based businesses, you have freelance businesses, you have online businesses, you have storefront and brick and mortar businesses, and also you have those out there that just love not doing anything in business, and they just love what they do and they love their life they live. Okay. All right. Knowing where your home off if you're going to do a business from home, knowing where the home or office is, knowing where you want to put that. Like, say for instance, it's going to be office space, it's going to be co-working space, it's going to be rental space. Is it going to be on location? Is it going to be you're going to work from home for a little while? Have all of that together. Know what you're going to do with that road that you less travel. Knowing everything you need to know about this big endeavor and this big thing that you put on, that you're gonna do. Okay. And if there are any permit license or permits or anything like that you need from your profession, your state would have that information under probably permits and licensing for whatever. Google it and then in the state of. So do it that way so it can be specific, narrow it down to you. You might be able to go back to where it is and hey, the rest is history. Okay. And then also after you would have determined what things are going to cost you, what is all that's going to be needed for me to pull this off or to make it happen, then you are going to be wondering how the next thing you're going to be is how much funding will I need for this particular product. So, or how much funding do you need for whatever services you're offering, and whether it be one or many, you want to ask yourself that question. Okay. And then knowing from any debt that you get into in your business, getting a favorable interest rate, a very nice interest rate that's going to be one you're going to be comfortable with, and two, it's a very smart move that you made with that. Okay. Alrighty. Now, so there's going to be other opportunities that we're going to be able to talk about some more things, but I just wanted to reiterate these tonight and get you get you to get you to thinking about some things. Yeah. So anyway, all righty. That's going to be it tonight. And thanks for those that are listening and those that hung around for a while. And then I know everybody probably been dropping in and out, just having other things going on. But here again, thank you so much. And also remember that you were created for greatness and you have greatness in you. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to finish this and I'm done. And we'll talk about some more things tomorrow afternoon. All righty. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.